Hey, good morning, everyone. Ain't nothing going on today. I just got a couple deliveries. I got one going down to Morenci. For those that don't know where Morenci, it's the southern part of the state. I'm pulling my map out here. It's about here. It's almost to the Ohio, Indiana border. It's Fade to Black barbecue. He wants a face quart of our oak. He usually buys hickory, white oak. This time he asked just for oak, so I think he's bought cherry too. But he usually buys about 5 face cords. I think it's 4 to 5 face cords a summer from us for his barbecue. And when we get down there, I'm gonna get a video of his barbecue. He has several different pits that he uses. He has a nice one, an offset that I really like. I think it's a 250 gallon. It's really nice. I'll show you a video of that when we get down there, of his food truck and all that. But then we're gonna go from here, from this delivery down in Morenci. Then we got to go to Jackson. Got another one up there in Jackson. He's a returning customer, so I got to go from the bottom of the state all the way to almost the center of the state. So that's 2 face cords. Oh well. But now I'm just gonna load up his oak right here. I got that one truck that we had that was seasoned. I'm gonna load that up real quick. A face cord. Like I said, in the back of the truck, I got an 8-foot bed. It's 1.5 feet. The rails are 1.5 feet. The width is 5.5 feet. And I'm gonna fill it to seven feet. So that'll give me like 58 cubic feet, I think it was, almost 59. It's like 58.72 or something like that. So I'm gonna fill that up, and then when he stacks it, it should equal out to the 43 cubic feet or 42.6. I usually just go 43. And then we're gonna do that, and then we're gonna come home, load up another one for Hanover, Horton area. But that's it, guys. Get ready. I'm gonna show you a video of his barbecue, of all of his pits. He has like I said, he has numerous pits. But I'm going to show you those, and then when we get to Hanover Horton, I'm just going to stack that there in his barn. He usually helps stack, but that's just going to be it for today, guys. All right, have a good weekend. We'll see you guys. All right, there it is, guys. Got it loaded up. I gave him different sizes, as you can tell. Different sizes, for different cooks that he's gonna want, the different heat or stuff like that. But there's all kinds of different sizes in here. Here's a different size. You can see this one. That's a pretty good one. That way he can put that on top of his stove, get that one nice and hot. And when he wants to add a little more smoke, throw it in the chamber. Once I add a little more heat, it's already hot, throw it in there. But as you can tell here, it's 7 foot from here down to here, 7 foot by 5.5 feet length by 1.5, which is more than 1.5. This is 1.5 right here. From the bottom of the bed to here is 1.5. So you can tell here it's humped. So if you go 7 foot times 5.5 foot times 1.5 feet, you'll get 57.75 cubic feet. And I always go off of, when you throw it in loosely, go off of 60 cubic feet. That's what it should measure. And when you stack it, it'll probably be about 45 cubic feet. But a face cord is only 42.6 cubic feet, which I always go 43. But for shrinkage and everything else when it starts to dry. So you give them more than what they want. But yeah, we're gonna head down to Morenci. Like I said, I showed you guys on my handy dandy map there. Dump this off, and then we got to go to Jackson. Like I said, this is a mixture of, here's some white oak. There's some white oak, you can tell by the color of it, the cream color. Here's some white oak here. Here's some red oak. You can see the red with the sun hitting it. That's red oak. Here's some red oak here. Here's some white oak. I'm gonna have some bur oak in here too. White oak's actually my favorite to smoke with. It's real hot. It's the closest thing here in the Midwest that we got to post oak. So post oak they use out in Texas a lot for smoking. All right, we're gonna go dump this off, and then I'll show you his barbecues that he got there. Then we're gonna come back and load up and head to Jackson, and that'll be today's deliveries. Like I said, they ordered last week during the processing, and I just told them both, I said, you just got to remind me next week, and they both text me just to remind me. All right, guys, we're gonna go dump this off, and appreciate you watching. Remember, to get your cubic feet, you have to have 3 measurements. You can't just have 1 or 2. You got to have all 3 in there. Always remember that. All right, thanks, guys. We'll see you down in Morenci. Hey, welcome back, guys. We just unloaded that face cord right here. There it is, Fade to Black Barbecue, Texas style barbecue. There's his phone number if you guys want to call him to see where he's gonna be at. He does do catering, so you can contact him if you want to do a catering job for you. But here's one of his cookers here on the back. This is my favorite right here. Just imagine how many ribs you can do on this one. This is what they call a reverse flow. Jason said he'll explain the reverse flow if I'll get him to come over here. You can see the panels here with the reverse flow. Here's the cooking box here.
Yeah, so basically you light your fire over here. Here's your firebox. It's actually an insulated firebox. The heat travels kind of underneath every item that you're cooking. Underneath these plates, comes up the other side, goes across your meats, and out the stack.
So that explains how the reverse flow is. You can see how much meat he can put on here. I mean, this is why this is my absolute favorite. You can have all kinds of ribs, pork butts, briskets, burn-ins, anything and everything you want. And he also has this one. This one, he'll explain this one too. This is the smoke slinger. He'll explain this one.
Yeah, so this is like a do-it-all smoker. You can do direct heat cooks. You can also run it in a reverse flow and offset mode by simply moving some plates into opening up some vents. It'd take a while to explain the whole thing, but it's a pretty versatile cooker. Probably the most versatile on the market.
All right, guys. We're gonna head back. I got that delivery up in Jackson. Got to go load that up. Like I said, get a hold of him. Look him up on Facebook. Look how he cooks. Like I said, here it is again, Fade to Black Barbecue. If you look him up on Facebook, he actually has videos of him cooking and how he the seasonings and all that for his ribs, his burnt ends, briskets, pork butts. But like I said, his ribs are my favorite, and I always get them when I see him out. And if I'm not busy, we usually stop and get it. All right, we'll see you guys up in Jackson. Hey guys, I just loaded this up for Jackson. Getting ready to head up there right now. This load, I did different sizes for them. They got an indoor fireplace. I gave them some small ones, hand-sized ones, these size, this size, and this size. For that way, you know, when they do have their, it's a fireplace. So fireplaces, people usually want longer burn times and see the flames and all that. So, and the oak burns hot, it burns long. And last few times I delivered, I gave him this and there was no complaints. So, and he said he actually enjoys burning the firewood. He said it burns forever, it burns hot, it's easy to light. And so this is it, another face cord, 7 feet times 5.5 times 1.5 depth. And you can see it's mounted here. So it's a little over a face cord. It's probably about an arm, maybe 2 armfuls more than a face cord. It's how I usually do it. Give them more. Had one person complain this year, but that's fine. I just gave them more, delivered more firewood to them. Said, here you go. But other than that, that's how I do it, is when it's roughly in here, roughly 60 cubic feet, you know, with all the air and all that. And that's, when they stack it, it's usually a face cord. But yeah, we're gonna go deliver this right now, and gotta come back, gotta get a half a face cord of the cherry over there on the other side of the wood yard, way over here, way over there somewhere. But he wants a half face cord for the sauna. If you guys remember that one video, he wants a half face cord of cherry for the sauna, and I said, yeah, I can do that. And then tomorrow I had a customer call and say she needs a full cord tomorrow delivered, and I'll do that tomorrow. We're gonna go deliver this and stack it for him, and returning customer, great friend of the family, and gonna go see him here in probably 20 minutes. All right, thanks guys. We'll see you in a little bit. Well, there you go, guys. Got it unloaded here in Jackson. He probably had that much left over, and I just stacked it from there. As you can see, like I told you, I gave him different sizes, you know, for different burn times. For you can use these smaller ones during the day, and use a couple of these bigger ones during nighttime when it gets cold, so they don't have to keep on throwing these smaller ones in there. Bigger ones will last longer, give them longer burn time, and put some in there before they go to bed. You know, those real big ones before they go to bed. Man, be able to get a few hours shut eye, and then wake up and fill their fireplace again. But that's it. Gotta go home, load it up. The half face cord for the sauna. Like I said, he wants cherry this time, and we can do cherry. I got cherry. So, all right, we'll see you guys in a little bit. All right, bye-bye. Hey guys, we're gonna head to dump this off at the, what's it called, the sauna, the sauna that I deliver to. About once a month he orders half face cord. This time he wanted cherry, so I gave him half face cord. And we're here at the cherry bin right there, cherry pile, whatever you want to call it. I'm gonna dump this off, get some videos of inside the sauna again. He asked me last time I was there what do I think about cherry. I told him it's my favorite wood. It burns easy. It smells fantastic, and that's what he said he wanted to try it. So there it is, half face cord, getting ready to go deliver to his house, and I'll get some videos of inside that sauna again. All right, thanks guys. See you in a minute. Hey guys, we're back here, Raisin Township, Michigan. We're in the sauna right here. I had to grab this check. Gave me a check in an envelope. But just got done unloading that half a face quart of cherry. This is his sauna. Some of you have seen this video before. I just think it's absolutely awesome. There's his wood stove. There's the rocks. Here's his water. You know, that he heats the rocks up with. There's his kittling. This is where he puts the firewood. Man, this is just absolutely beautiful in here. I think with that cherry and the cedar smell, I just think it'll be absolutely beautiful in here. The smell will just probably would put me to sleep, to be honest with you. But this is it. We're in the sauna. He told me before, feel free to use it. When I was sick a couple weeks ago, about a week ago, I almost called him because I had that bad sinus infection, but I'm getting over it now. But he has a couple bird feeders out there, which is cool. You know, just sit in here and relax, watch the finch eat the seeds. You can see a little finch out there. Well, that's it, guys. I delivered it, and we're back in here. The cedar is just absolutely wonderful to smell. All right, we got that delivery tomorrow, so I might do a video of the delivery tomorrow. But be safe out there. Today's Friday, so just be safe. All right, thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you.